Hello, I'm Marcus Boston. Quick video today, and we're going to talk about the role that parents can play during an HIE claim. Now, the reason why I'm shooting this video is because from time to time when I speak with parents, moms and dads, in regards to bringing an HIE claim, sometimes these parents can be confused as to, okay, what are the roles? What should people be doing during this process? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick moment and I'm going to break down the adult parties and their roles in these types of cases. Okay, so first of all, the attorney or the person who you are hiring to do the investigation for you as to the cause of your child's HIE diagnosis. Now, what that attorney, their role is going to be specifically doing that initial investigation is going to be to figure out what happened. They're going to be, getting the medical records, taking a look at the medical records. They're going to try to put the picture together as to what happened. And a lot of that, it also includes interviewing you as mom and dad, talking to you guys too about things. But that is one of the roles that that attorney is going to play. Going to take a look at the fetal heart monitor, see what the strips look like. Mom, how were you feeling when you showed up to the labor and delivery room? Was there meconium present? There are going to be a whole host of things that the attorney is going to be looking at on the front end to help you and your family get answers. I talked about the electronic fetal heart monitor. I talked about that because that's important in a lot of instances, because what it can do is it can help us put the picture together to determine whether your baby was in fetal distress. And if the baby was in fetal distress, was that diagnosed and was it treated the correct way? Did the doctors do some conservative methods of treatment? And if they did that not work? And should they have then moved on to an emergency C-section if that was warranted? We're going to take a look at all of those things. When the baby is born, the attorney's going to take a look at that too. What were the APGAR scores? What color was the baby? Was the baby blue in color or some other type of color? Was the baby floppy? Did the baby have to be resuscitated because it was having problems breathing? Was the NICU team involved? All of these things are going to be important for the attorney to take a look at when we are talking about that initial investigation. So those are just some of the things that the attorney is going to be doing on that front end, the attorney's role. Now, parents, what is your role? What I like to say is that parents, you should continue to advocate for your child. And by advocating, what I mean is doing what needs to be done for your baby. In other words, continuing what you've been doing. Taking your baby to appointments if they need that, physical therapy if that's there. Any type of things that you were already doing for your baby, that is what you want to do. You want to keep the family and keep everything going. How I like to say it is that when we're talking about these roles, parents, it's not your place to worry about the legal stuff. Let the attorneys worry about that. Let them deal with that, because you got enough to deal with when you are looking to keep everything going with your child. So I'm shooting this video today to help you understand these roles, because believe it or not, this can come up in these cases, and we have families, they're confused at times as, okay, so should I be worried about this or should I be worried about that? If it's legal related, let the attorneys worry about that. All of the other stuff that you're doing with your baby, you take care of that. You continue to advocate for your child. If you have more questions, maybe you're here today because you have, your baby has an HIE diagnosis or maybe a subsequent CP diagnosis, cerebral palsy, and you have questions. You're confused. You want to know, okay, how did this happen? Was this something that happened during labor and delivery, or was this something that happened during pregnancy? Maybe you have these questions. There's a telephone number on the screen. What I'm going to tell you to do is to go ahead and pick up the phone, dial that number, and call me. This is what we do. I speak with families all the time in regards to HIE, hypoxic ischemic encephalopathy, CP, meconium aspiration syndrome, and other types of birth injuries. That is what we do. So if you have questions, go ahead and call me. All right. Before I leave, I want to also remind you, I practice law here in the state of Maryland. If you're not in Maryland and you see this video and you would like to still call me and you call me, you got to understand that if you're not in Maryland, I have to use what we call co-counsel or local counsel in your state with cases like this to push the case forward. So I just want to make sure that you understand that local counsel aspect of things, because this video is on the internet. All right, that's going to be it for today's quick educational video. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm one of the childbirth injury and medical malpractice attorneys practicing law here in the state of Maryland at Boston Law Group LLC. And we will see you next time. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.